welcome to the Nash's cooking show. Today we're making garlic knots. It's a 1-2 cat recipe. You can make the bread dough or you can buy it from the store. We're making it, so it's probably going to be a 2-cat recipe for us. If you buy it, it's going to be a 1-cat recipe. Let's get started. So, making pizza dough, it's pretty simple. You just have a couple of ingredients like a bit of sugar, salt, yeast, water, oil, flour, of course. My mom taught me this recipe and it's really simple. We better get started. Here we have 2 cups of warm water. It has to be warm. If it's too hot, the yeast will die. If it's too cold, the yeast probably will die. So first, I like to be really nice to my yeast. So I will put in the sugar first. Salt, and now we put on our 1 package of yeast. So now we have to wait a bit for the yeast to eat all of the sugar and multiply and do whatever yeast does. So now we'll add in our oil, our 2 tablespoons of oil. Now we have to mix this up. Put in our 2.5 cups of flour. And our 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix these up. Now we make a hole. We pour in our yeast and oil and sugar and water mixture. Now we have to stir it vigorously. If your batter's a little runny or a little too thick, you can always add in a bit of water if it's too thick, or a bit of flour if it's too thin. Want it to be nice and thick, but also thin at the same time. So if you don't know what I mean, it's like no clumps or anything, just all mixed up, no clumps of flour. But then we also want it to be nice and thick, since we're making garlic knots. Like this thick. I'm using my flour sifter. Now we have to roll it out into nice 8-inch strips. So we're probably going to use the power of technology to skip to when it's all rolled out. So I'll put it in like a pretzel type knot, and then go through, and then pinch it. Through. Oh, pinch it around the center. Here are our garlic knots. So we have to preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we wait for 15 to 20 minutes. We're gonna add in our 2 tablespoons of butter. But with me, we're doing more than 2 tablespoons. The more butter, the better.
Yeah!
So I just add in garlic. Don't measure, just add in more garlic. Probably 2 spoonfuls. Could be good. We might need more. So, in all of my pretty much 11 years of life, I have ever found any food that had too much garlic or too much butter in it. And it never even found any that's close to enough. So that's why you always have to add extra. So we're gonna get the garlic knots out of the oven, even though they're not ready yet. But we're gonna add in some of our butter mixture. Now we're gonna put them back in the oven. So then we can let all that butter and garlic get nice and golden. So we cooked it for over 20 minutes, but it wasn't quite done. So we broiled it for a couple minutes, rotated it, and now they're looking golden brown. So now we're gonna take them out. Bring them over here. Close and turn off the oven. Now, put them on my serving platter. To give it all that juiciness. Put on some salt. So now we have to do the taste test. The tasting part, the best part. Really good. I'll do this one so we can get to the top of it a little bit better. Really good. Nice and crisp. And that salt. Amazing. You definitely have to make this. I know everybody should love this. Very delicious, and you should make it for everybody else. Goodbye.